Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180. 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and improve your life. Today is episode 81 of the Daily 180, and we're talking about the mental-emotional facet. Again, those two facets kind of go together as we talk about the way that we look for balance in our lives, the way that we strive to manifest success. Remember, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So as we're talking about the mental-emotional facet, sometimes it's a little bit tricky to figure out, well, where does one begin, where does one end? I am less concerned about that and more concerned about the fact that the mental-emotional facet are a combined expression of what's going on inside us. The physical facet, that's what's going on our exterior body. The mental-emotional is what's going on our internal selves. And today I want to share with you something that I have found very useful as far as inspiring my mental facet, the mental aspect of that, and that is in inspiring curiosity. The way that I inspire curiosity for myself, Google. Yes, I'm going to say Google. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that will immediately be turning off and saying, Todd, you don't understand. Google is a waste of time. You look at it and you get millions of responses for a single question. How can you even guarantee that any of them are going to be any good? Not only that, but when the first responses that come up are always paid for, they're always sponsored, they're not necessarily going to be the best information. Todd, there's no way that can inspire us on a mental emotional facet. There's going to be other people that are going to be saying, I use Google all the time. And for those folks, I am like you. I sometimes use Google an awful lot. But here's how I use Google. Number one, I use Google when I'm looking for focused information. When I know that there's something that I need to understand, I will use Google to do an initial search to try and find reputable sources of information. Wikipedia, in sometimes, is a reputable source. In other times, it is very not a reputable source. But regardless of whether I'm looking at Wikipedia or other sources, Google is my first stop to try and find a reputable source for information. Once I've found those reputable sources, however, Google becomes a backup. I go to those reputable sources first. For instance, TED has become one of the best places that I go. If you go to TED.com, you're going to find lots of very interesting talks, all of them short, between 5 and 20 minutes long, giving you interesting information about things that you've probably never necessarily thought of before. And once you've discovered one, you'll find that TED has lots of talks about similar kinds of topics. It's a great way to inspire curiosity. Use Google to find an answer, and once you find a quick answer, use Google to dig a little deeper to find some very reputable sources of information to keep expanding what's going on in your head and your mental facet, the mental emotional facet together. I hope this has been useful. My name's Todd Wente. This has been the Daily 180. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.